All right, good evening, everyone. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing good. So, there's a news coming from Cameroon, and it did not go down well with me. To be honestly speaking, this is not what I expected. For the outcome of the election. But what can we do? Because the world is corrupt. Africa is corrupt. West Africa, South Africa, East Africa, everywhere is corrupt in Africa, and if you're waiting for justice, definitely we can't find justice anywhere. This is the problem that we're having here in Africa. And the news says, Cameroon's Constitutional Council has declared 92 years old President Paul Biya the winner of a controversial election, securing him an eighth term in the power since 1982. Biya can now rule until 2033. When he will be nearly 100 years old. His latest victory cements his status as the world's oldest serving head of state. Despite calls to step down, Biya made just one campaign appearance, telling supporters the best is still to come. His decades-long rule has, repeatedly faced allegations of vote rigging, which he and his party denied. This is the problem that we have in Africa generally, both East Africa, North Africa, South Africa, West Africa, Central Africa. This is the problem that we are facing. We are facing high level of corruption. And this thing what happened in Cameroon happened in Uganda a couple of years ago, and it's going to happen again in Uganda this coming year. I think I don't know when the election is going to be. I think it's going to be anytime soon. I believe this year or next year. The same thing is going to repeat itself again, because the institutions that we are looking up to, they are all corrupt. Both African Union, European Union, United Nations, name them, they are all corrupt. Because you cannot tell me in an election where there are observers from United Nations, observers from European Union, observers from African Union, ECOWAS, and all the rest. They watch this kind of things happening, and at the end of the day, they have the mind to declare a 92 years old man the winner of the election. And by the way, this man was supposed to step down at 92. Do you think at 92 this man can ever be able to have ability to do anything? He can't do anything on his own. He can't even stand on his feet. He can't even stand. So how do you think that this kind of person can attract development? A development that you were not able to attract since 1982 till 2025. Do you think you can use this short period of time to attract that kind of development? And for the matter of fact, Cameroon is one of the poorest countries in Africa. Despite the mineral resources that they have, the natural resources, the money, the taxes and everything, there is no development in Cameroon. For the past 40-something years, Paul Biya has been in power. Paul Biya came to power when he was 50-something years, and now he's 92 years old. And people are not, I don't know what is going on in Africa. To be honestly speaking, we have a problem. We have a very, very big problem. And our problem is that we are not ready for change, because when we are ready for change, all these things will not be happening. Now, in Cameroon population, the Cameroon population is, 60% of the Cameroon population is at the youth. Do you think that in Cameroon population, cannot be able to find a very intelligent youth that can be able to champion the affairs of this country and move the country forward? 92 years old man that has been in power for the past 43 or 45 years and still be re-elected back again to power to go and do what? That is the question that I want to ask. To re-elected to go and do what? Somebody that cannot even stand on his feet alone without holding something. Somebody that cannot even, this man is already dementia. This man cannot even remember anything anymore. A 92 years old man. Do we really have human beings in Cameroon, or we are just, I don't know, because most of this thing is just, I don't know what to say, but to be honestly speaking, this is beyond, this is more than even what I expected. I didn't expect this kind of thing to happen in Cameroon, because I was even hoping for at least there will be change. I don't mind, I don't care who will bring the change, but we hope that Cameroon would have had the change that they deserve. And the same thing is going to happen in Uganda very, very soon. And everybody have seen it clearly that Bobby Wine is the candidate that the Ugandans want. You can see the massive crowd Bobby Wine is pulling in his campaigns. But you don't be surprised that at the end of the day, Museveni will still be declared the winner of the election after killing opposition, arresting opposition, jailing them, and the same thing is happening in Tanzania as we speak. The woman is arresting opposition members, arresting the aspirant, frustrating the election. And I'm in Africa. I don't know what is wrong with we Africans. I don't really know what is wrong with Africans. The one that clings to power want to remain in power forever. They don't want to relieve the power this is one of the reasons why most of the time I say God bless Nigeria, because we don't have this kind of long leaders, that will enter power and refuse to leave the power for others to come in. And this same thing is going to happen in Gambia, because as I'm saying, look from my own perspective and my own opinion, my own point of view, that Barrow will not leave power anytime soon. So why is it that these guys don't want to leave power? That is the question that I want to ask. To be honestly speaking, I'm totally disappointed in the outcome of the election in Cameroon. I'm totally disappointed. Despite the population of the youth, nothing is happening, and everybody seems like it is normal. Like I always say, there's one adage that says, when evil stays for a year, it becomes a norm, it becomes a culture. This is what I'm getting to observe in Africa, that evil has become a culture in Africa. When people are embezzling a lot of money, people sees it like, it's normal, because an average African sees politics, as an avenue to become wealthy, to better his life. They are not seeing politics as an avenue to make the life of their citizens comfortable, or to make sure that basic amenities will be provided and dividends of democracy will go across the board, reaching every single citizen. They see politics as an avenue to make wealth for themselves, and it's uncalled for. You can't keep sitting on the fence watching these things happening day in, day out everywhere in Africa. Like I always say, there is a wind of the revolution that is blowing across Africa, and it will get to every single country in Africa from the way I'm seeing things going. Because at a point, there's a way you beat a child. You can't beat a child and tell the child when to cry. You can't push a person and tell the person where to fall. This is the problem that we are having in Africa. They will embezzle money, they will kill the opposition and still silence the people. And they forgot that power belongs to the people. This is uncalled for. The outcome of the election in Cameroon is uncalled for. It is sham. It is scam. It is, in fact, is a sign of is an indication that Africa is not moving forward anywhere. We're not going anywhere with this kind of behavior, with this kind of character that we have in Africa. I feel deeply bad. Thank you very much, and see you guys in the next one.